It's time to illuminate the night. It's time. Illuminate, infiltrate, hell diverse, initiate. Illuminate, eradicate, super Earth, we vindicate. Stratagems detonate. Drink liberty, don't hesitate. My tripod accelerates. Hell divers, we escalate. We break the cosmic silence with orbital strikes. Manage democracy delivered on sight. We dive and we dive till the sky runs out of light. For Super Earth's future, illuminate the night.
Evenings, freedoms, you legendary rock stars of pure legend. That was Illuminate the Night by Endless Taverns, and holy mackerel, he dropped more metal on us than an automaton invasion major order. But let's just hope that we don't have one of those coming down on us soon. As I mentioned prior in a post and was predicted by basically everybody, Pelan 5 was conquered by the Illuminate today, and the Great Host fleet has since moved on to New Haven. Already, the orbital shipyards there have taken severe damage, and the burning wreckage has begun to crash into the rich jungles of the planet, turning a good chunk of its rainforest belt into a burning hellscape. Not that the Illuminate seem to care about that kind of thing very much. By their account, if a planet is infested with humans, it is worthy of lethal chemotherapy. Angel's Venture, Moradesh, and Ibis can back me up on this one. I have also received reports that the Chaos Divers have engaged the Great Host, and before it was lost to the enemy, the CDs managed to evacuate over 1,000 civilians from Pelan 5, who were then sent to Rogue 5 for proper housing and trauma recovery. You did good, Radical. The 104th continues to have the time of their lives, clashing with the Illuminate at every possible opportunity. They have politely declined the use of by-fist units, though, stating that a wolf diver feels only one death in their lifetime, and that is when the Valkyries carry them home. Completely understandable, if maybe a little wasteful. The offer was completely voluntary. As for experiencing death, I am not so sure about that. The only unpleasant sensation that I feel when a fist unit is destroyed is when I forget to turn dark mode back on, and the signal loss display scalds my retinas just a tad. According to my Doom meter, approximately 85% of the Great Host remains intact, so we're averaging about 5% depletion per planetary campaign. Assuming they keep to their path of New Haven and Klingath 2 and Mars, this means that they will be striking Super Earth with 70% of their remaining strength, and that is not ideal. Fortunately, I've been working with the 7th Helldivers Regiment and their connections within the Ministries of Truth and Defense to rapidly manufacture as many fist units as possible for the coming fight. I've also got some ideas for repurposing the design schematics of the Automaton Command Bunker for human use. The idea is that the mounted weaponry, reinforced defensive position, and the fist operators held safely within the structure will serve as one heck of a jawbreaker for when the squids want to come to town. I've also got some ideas for orbital defense satellites holding hellpods and yet more fist units so that they can be deployed to any relevant hotspot in case casualties really start to stack up. And I do expect that they will. This idea requires a bit more figuring out before it can be put into practice, though. But let's get away from theory for a moment and speak on practical applications of arms. I've got to give a shout out over to my pals at Stull Arms. The Wasp launcher works amazingly against the Illuminate. Overseers are blacked out of existence with a single rocket. Flesh mobs are excised in 3 to 4 hits, and emptying the mag into an interloper reduces them to a mass of alien metal and shame crashing headlong into the ground. I also have to marvel at the effectiveness of the Pyrotech grenade. This gets rid of your voteless problems now, and really tends to mess up flesh mobs and overseers too. After the initial spray of sparks and white phosphorus, it dealing direct damage and then creates a subsequent puddle of flames that can torch a whole mob of Vocalists. Very lovely area denial. Though the description of this item says that it was originally a firework, and all of a sudden I completely understand the sudden uptick in civilian casualties during last year's Liberty Day festivities. I knew that defunding Super OSHA was a bad idea. On an unrelated note, my mother, Colonel Freya Inershar, was curious about the squid aliens that she has heard so much about. She retired before the Second Galactic War broke out, you see, and I showed her footage obtained from my deployments in the front lines. She was especially curious about the front-facing plasma hardlight shield that ground-based overseers can project, and upon seeing a random helldiver shooting at the shield in an attempt to overpower it, she asked, "Why doesn't he just shoot the alien in the knees?" Why don't we do that, helldivers? Mercy, go ahead and make a tactical note of that in the log. I mean, even if my theories about the Illuminate are correct, and they have been dead for hundreds of years and are really just angry corpses walking around out there, I am pretty sure that if you offload a reprimand into some overseer's knee, he is not going to be fit to be an adventurer anymore. That's been Liberty's Latest with me, ponderatheradioangel. Right now, the only thing that matters is bleeding this undead behemoth as much as humanly possible. Every hour that we delay them is thousands of potential lives saved, another fortification prepared, another Marine properly trained to defend their family. This is what we do best. I'll fight, I'll burn, I'll rage, against every storm, against every cage. For liberty, for freedom, for democracy, and for the defense of Super Earth.